Well, first of all, let me thank Old Man G for bringing us on so nice. Hello to Mary Jane, who I can't tell you how much I appreciate your work and video and film for as many years as you have put into it because you really know how to light up a room with the lighting. You've done an
Thank
excellent
you.
job there. And
Thank
it's
you.
very lovely to see you, Katrina. Oh, look at now you look dreamy.
Agreed.
We,
Thank
you
you.
know,
Thank you.
we were looking at a catalog that I made. A lot of pictures I took of Mary Jane. And did you like any of them, Mary Jane?
Yes, they were all very nice. Yes, you're very pretty, Don.
Thank you. That's all I care about. Anyway, little bone to pick with the people in the show. And if I kept it in any longer, I'd be lying to the people out there. Uh, I came up with a fantastic idea for us to do on today's show, and I spoke to Katrina at one point, and her attitude was I asked her, "Did you get my text message?" And she said she did, but she didn't feel important enough to respond to it.
Oh yeah, I was worried about that, Katrina. I thought I missed it and then I didn't miss it and then I didn't even know if you were going to be on the show tonight.
I mean, I'm always gonna be on the show, but like, I just was like, what? It was literally also, it was 3 in the morning when you guys were texting that.
Well, I thought you would reply when you woke up maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, but no.
If I ever text you in the middle of the night, you can feel free to reply the next day.
I was sitting on my bed and I just like heard the notification go off, and I was like, it was 2 a.m. and I was like, Mary Jane and Don. And I was like, in my head, I was like, they're just asking if I'm gonna be on the Pretty Girl Show tomorrow. So I
That
just went back to sleep.
that wasn't all that we did though.
Your brilliant idea for the show is just for us to talk about how pretty you are. Like it, it's like it's a big new idea.
Mary Jane, maybe this is where you could read this. Because I knew that you would treat me like shit about this. I knew that I was going to be treated like.
Talking, let me get set up in my.
So what this is, Mary Jane's going to be reading the actual text messages between Katrina, myself, and Mary Jane.
Yes.
And I would like people to talk about the fact because I think that I've been taken advantage of. My
How?
how have I been taken advantage of? First of all, I have a super personality, and when you guys do that, it's just trying to undercut my personality.
Let me change my background. Let's see. Blur. There, blur's better. There. No, we'll do a color.
I
No?
like how Don started this conversation by saying, I have a bone to pick with the people on this show. Like he doesn't have a bone to pick with us about nothing every single week.
Oh, is this how you planned it? Just so it's one on one, me versus you, Katrina? I don't.
Cage match.
Well, let's just wait for Mary Jane to come back in here.
Hold on, I'm picking a background.
Okay,
I
she's.
also maybe I didn't reply to the group chat because last time I replied to the group chat when you were just pandering for compliments, you read my texts on on live on the show and made me look like an asshole.
First of all, if that's what happened,
There,
uh,
that's a good
Hey,
background.
I like that.
I didn't mean to do that, and I apologize. All I'm trying to do is promote your career in the best way I know how. Now,
Mhm.
Mary Jane, could you read this for us?
Okay, yes. We have, okay, so it starts out Friday, May 24th at 1:57 a.m. Who's ready for the Pretty Girl Show? Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation.
That
And
was from
then,
you.
Subscription.
That was from
yes,
you.
and then the party sparkly emoji. Then Don replies at 2:26. He says, I will be there for sure. And I think we should talk about a compliment someone gave today, and I get a response from the both of you about dot dot dot. Someone told me that I'm the type of pretty girl that even when I have no makeup on, I still look really pretty. I think you are, hold on, wait a minute. Let me zoom in. I think you are, no, I think that you should both agree with her and both tell a personal story on why I'm so pretty.
See, I think that's a very funny bit. I see a lot of. I think it could open a lot of conversation. Uh, wow, Mary Jane's background is incredible.
Thank you. And then somebody responded at 2:36, blah dot dot dot, blah dot dot dot, blah dot dot dot. Okay, dot dot dot. If pandering for compliments is a few raindrops on a sunny day, dot dot dot, this was biblical, like in Genesis, dot dot dot. Behold, comma, I, comma, even I am bringing the floods of water upon the earth to destroy all flesh, which is the breath of life from under heaven. Everything that is on earth shall perish.
Can I ask you, did you not mention that this was you responding to my great idea? Because you knew that people out there would hear this and just see how mean you were for no reason?
Katrina, is that mean or is that a realistic comparison?
I personally loved the response.
Thank you.
I thought it was
Thank
lovely.
you.
It was very well written.
Thank you so much. And then Don Barris replied at 2:38, isn't that a little much, Regina? Dot dot dot. I'm think I'm think of stuff everybody wants pretty girls to talk about.
Yeah, it's a perfect thing. Everybody wants to hear this. Hey, guys, this is what pretty girls talk about. Hey, did you guys see there's a girl that came up to me and said that I'm the type of pretty girl that I don't even need makeup to look pretty?
And yes, and then the final comment
And now
is
you guys should talk about that.
at 2:41, Regina, comma, everyone knows everything you do is a bit much, dot dot dot. And thus concludes this week's pretty girl text chain.
Okay, just in the way you delivered it, you made me try to sound bad. But you know who sounds bad, Mary Jane? You. Because everybody right now that heard this is thinking, oh my God, why do they treat Don so bad? Yes, you had something to say, Katrina?
I just wanted to repeat the conversation in layman's terms. Basically, Don said at 2 in the morning, hey guys, wouldn't it be awesome if we all came up with great stories about how pretty I am?
Exactly.
Wouldn't that be a fun activity for the group if we all just had stories about what a pretty girl Dawn is?
All right, let's go to the people in the chat. How many people think that's a fantastic idea? I'll bet you everybody wants to see that. Incredibly well written and biblical as well. Yes, go ahead, Katrina.
I think it would have been a more fun idea if you presented it like this. If you said, hey guys, I had somebody give me a really awesome pretty girl compliment this week. What if on the show this week, we all tell a story about one time this week where somebody said something nice to us or gave a compliment to us?
You know what? That sounds good, and I can see why you would want that, but I think that it's best to kind of push. I'm the pretty girl that people tune in for. Yes, go ahead, Mary Jane.
Katrina, I think the main thing, I love your idea, Katrina. I think it's brilliant. But I think the main problem with that is Don's only aware of things that are all about himself.
I see.
And it's just one of those things.
If people weren't thinking the way I'm thinking, why would somebody in the middle of all this say Don is a pretty girl? And then somebody says agreed. Yeah, I get this all the time. I really do. Anyway, well, you know what? I'm a little worried. Oh boy.
Where's Harry?
That's what I was just wondering.
I'm specifically waiting to smoke my joint until Harry gets here.
Oh, because you both are in the cannabis scene?
Well, because I have a really special joint that I think he would appreciate seeing.
What
Ooh.
kind of special joint would the cannabis abuser like to see someone else smoke? What would that be?
It's the limited edition that came out yesterday, Bob Marley Jeter. It's in a guitar case. It's 4.2 grams.
Whoa.
And it's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Who gave this to you?
Me and my boyfriend have been running all over LA trying to buy as many as we can. But anyway,
I really am surprised no one has bought one of those for me.
it's got this ceramic tip that's supposed to look like a spliff. It's very nice.
We have a Harry update from Jack.
Oh,
What is the Harry update from Jack?
Says Harry's probably sleeping right now. He's in another country where the time is 6:37 a.m. So
No.
be aware of that.
Hey, this shows you one thing, Jack. It shows you when a cannabis user is sleeping. Could have easily had something wake him up for this. Could have been here. But he's too high on the cannabis right now. That's what happened.
6:30 in the morning.
Yes.
just call his phone repeatedly.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Hey, Jack, what country is he in right now?
Based on time zone, I'd say they're Prague or Denmark.
Denmark?
Prague or Denmark. Yeah.
Could it be France?
I don't know.
I thought Prague was a city
I think it is.
in Czechoslovakia.
I believe you may be right. I'll tell you this. You know the way I know that? Because the band In Excess made a few of their videos there. In Prague.
And Prague is where pretty girls should not go travel to do modeling.
Why's that?
Wait, isn't one of like the big porn companies in Prague?
Well, if your no list has 0 things checked off of it and you don't mind being held hostage for a while, go for it.
Hey, everybody. By the way, just so you know, I'm against the cannabis talk that we're doing here. I'm against the, hey, everybody, girls go out and become a porn star. I don't like pushing that either.
I thought Blacked was in Prague.
Oh, human trafficking there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jack says he's in France, he believes. So
Oui.
Ooh.
Terry Greenbean subscribed for 28 months on a 28-month streak. And
Is that true?
He says, I'd like to dedicate this streak to the official Prettiest Girl rankings. Dawn, Mary Jane, Katrina, all tied for first.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well,
I was about to get mad there.
You see, I wasn't going to get mad. My name wasn't
Yeah, because you
there.
were first. Because your name was first. Mine was
And
last.
deservedly so. Deservedly so. You were just so jealous.
I would just,
If Dawn was really a pretty girl, they would have overnighted him lovely, elegant pastries.
Ooh.
Pretty girls don't want to be held hostage. All tied for first. I don't know what the fuck this is doing. But I would like to move this the fuck out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch.
Here, I'll take care of it.
That's some potty talk, Dawn.
I've been getting into rap music a little bit.
Okay.
Who's your favorite rapper?
For reals?
Yes, I'm asking you who your favorite rapper is.
You mean there's not a rapper named For Reals?
Nothing I've heard of.
Okay, then go ahead and answer, Don.
I will tell you this, that the the production team of Dr. Dre and just about any artist he did during that special period of time, late 80s, 90s, I think is one of the best times ever in rap. But if I had to pick a guy that came out of that, it would have to be one of his later conquests, and that would be Eminem fucking M. Both
Who
two,
is a fan of your movie?
yes, he was. Both come from the state of Michigan.
Is that why he's your favorite?
Yes. Who's your favorite rapper?
I can't choose between 50 Cent and Kendrick Lamar.
Really? Two other guys produced by Dr. Dre. I'm saying Dr. Dre, I just think has done such a wonderful job for that art form. And it's like, at one point it was Dre, but P. Diddy had all his production in there. And if you look at the difference, when Dr. Dre sampled a song, it wasn't something P. Diddy like sampled like gigantic #1 hits, and that whole thing played through most of his songs. Of course it's going to be a hit. You're taking something that was already proven to be a hit, and you're putting a lot of that around some, hey everybody, my name is this guy from and hi P. Diddy, we like what we're doing. Yes, Mary Jane.
As of late, that's not the only thing P. Diddy's been accused of taking.
I knew that Katrina would bring that up.
I didn't bring it up.
You kind of did.
No.
By not talking about it and not giving, because I remember you singing you were really into Maz when I first met you.
Into what?
Maz, one of P. Diddy's early proteges.
I don't think I ever was.
Okay, that's what you're saying now. Did I say Maz? Yeah, Mace. Thank you.
Oh, Don meant Mace.
Still don't remember ever.
Don, was Mace a big hit before Katrina was born?
Katrina was born what year?
98.
Yes, long before she was born.
Okay. Just checking. That might be why she's not familiar, because I've never heard of him either.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Who?
This goes out to Katrina.
Sure.
Now, last weekend, because your fucking sister couldn't stay waiting a little bit longer, I didn't get a chance to see her. And I really I really wanted to see her?
To give her a sauce pot pin?
I would have given her one, but I was also checking to see if she had these things like you do.
She doesn't.
She doesn't?
Doesn't.
Is she jealous of you?
No, she's thin. She's really skinny, and she's like, it works for her. Like, she has like supermodel skinny body, and she's tall too. So she's very pretty in her own way.
If you like warts on the tip of a nose, she's really pretty.
Not like that. She's gorgeous. I think she's prettier than I am.
Would you say that I'm prettier than she is? That's a yes.
I think Don's audio cut out for a second. I couldn't hear.
Yeah.
what he said.
Yeah, he was just pandering for compliments.
That's not me. First of all, that's not my style.
Anytime the audio cuts out, Don's just like, tell me I'm pretty, tell me I'm pretty, tell me I'm pretty or I'll cry. Hey, copyright,
Yeah, you know what?
copyright.
I'll bet
You're
you
gonna
this.
get muted.
I'll bet you
You're
this
gonna get
cougar.
muted. You're gonna get muted. Oh, you can play that one.
I'm
No,
trying to get it. I'm trying to get it to the fucking thing.
then maybe just skip it. Yeah, it's probably safer to skip it.
All right, no, we got to do Mary Jane's picks. After a 3-week total for Mary Jane of 13-2, Mary Jane had an, let's call it an off week last week. But as bad as her week was, it wasn't as bad as Jack's, who went 0-5. Thank you, Garrett Shea. All right, so Jack, are you there? And have your answer ready to go.
Who went 0-5?
Jack.
Oh, what did Harry do?
I think Harry was 2-3. Maybe Terry Greenbeans can give the exact figures here. I know Mary Jane 1-4.
I'm not sure. Nobody told me.
Are you ready, Jack? Here we go. First game is going to be Major League Baseball. And I hope you're listening, Katrina, because I think you were 3-2.
Really?
Yeah, I think you were at the top of the list. All right. So Major League Baseball. LA Dodgers, Cincinnati Reds.
Dodgers.
Katrina.
Dodgers.
Let's go to Old Man G.
I gotta go with the Dodgers. I can't pick the Reds.
And
They let me down last time.
And Jack picks the Dodgers. But last week's win totals, Mary Jane was 1-4. Hollywood Harry was 3-2. Katrina was 2-3. I'm mistaken. Old Man G was 3-2. And Jack 0-5. All right, so it looks like everybody's picking the Dodgers. All right, NBA basketball playoffs. We've got Boston Celtics, Indiana Pacers. This is games on Saturday. Boston versus Indiana.
Boston.
Mary Jane goes with the Celtics. Let's go to Katrina.
I'm gonna go Celtics as well.
Okay, let's go with Jackie. Ready? Let's go with Old Man G.
Yeah, I'll go with the Celtics as well.
Oh my goodness. Jack, you're supposed to pull those out when you're showing off. You went 0-5 this past week. And yet, Jack goes with the Celtics, and he's got a 5-star lock that they win.
Ooh.
You got to beat the point spread. Point spread's like 7.5. You know that, don't you, Jack? You might want to take that off. Yeah.
He can do what he wants. He won a 5-star lock.
Yeah, he's 1-0. But he was 0-5 with his picks last week. That's too bad for me. Yes, I do know that. Okay. So, yes or no? Do you have the 5-star lock on the Celtics beating Indiana?
Oh, and I will say this because I don't know if Don transmitted the message. I love your videos, Jack, but you got to Dropbox them to Don. And I send Don a Dropbox link so that they're big enough to download and play on the computer.
Okay. Jack says he does it. So Jack's got a 5-star lock on the Celtics beating Indiana by 7.5 while they're playing in Indiana. That's a pretty big ballsy move. All right, let's get back to the picks. Let's go to hockey now. You ready, Katrina?
Okay.
You up on
Okay.
hockey?
I'm not up on hockey, but I'll do whatever.
Do you think that cannabis is going to help you make your pick?
Cannabis helps me do everything.
Okay, Edmonton Oilers, Dallas Stars.
Is Edmonton in America?
No, it's in Canada. It used to be the team that Wayne Gretzky originally was on.
Oh, so it's from that movie?
I don't know what movie you're talking about.
They all get on a bus and the one guy's like got problems, but then he fixes the team. He made salad dressing.
Oh, you're talking about the movie Slapshot. No, this was not like the movie Slapshot. With
Then
Paul,
we'll go with Dallas.
that was Paul Newman. You're gonna go with Dallas?
Because if the Edmonton Oilers have nothing to do with the slap shot, then we'll skip it.
Okay. Let's go to Katrina. Edmonton Oilers and Dallas Stars.
Edmonton?
You know, that sounds like somebody who's wasted on cannabis. All
No,
right.
it sounds like somebody who's just stereotyping that Canadians are probably better at hockey.
Okay. All right,
But
we go to Old Man G.
I'll take the Edmonton Oilers as well.
Whoa. And Jack is going with the Oilers too. Okay. Now we're going back to the NBA playoffs. This game is on Sunday. By the way, one of the best basketball games I've seen during the playoffs this year was tonight's Minnesota Timberwolves and Dallas Mavericks. But they play on Sunday. Who do you like, Mary Jane? Minnesota or Dallas?
which sport?
This is the NBA Basketball Association. National Basketball.
Okay, and what are the two teams again?
The Minnesota Timberwolves and the Dallas Mavericks.
We'll go with Minnesota.
Minnesota. Whoa, okay. And we go over to Katrina. Minnesota or Dallas?
Minnesota.
How much of the reason that you picked Minnesota is because Mary Jane picked Minnesota?
No, I like Wolves.
Okay, let's go to Old Man G. Who do you pick?
I was going to pick Minnesota as well. So looks like Jack does too.
Jack picks. Everybody's picking the Timberwolves. Okay, let's go back to hockey. You guys ready? Mary Jane, the New York Rangers playing the Florida Panthers.
New York.
Seem pretty. You want to make that a 5-star lock? Okay, let's go up to Katrina.
I'll go Panthers.
Whoa, okay. All right, let's go to. Get ready, Jack. I don't have an answer. Let's go to Old Man G.
I'll go with Rangers.
You're going to go with the Rangers. And Jack goes with. Uh-oh. Jack is gone. Jack's also going to go with the Rangers. All right. Now, I was told earlier by Hollywood Harry that he's in a different country and he was going to try to make it, but I don't see him here yet. And a lot of people, they really like when Katrina goes through boys that she finds cute. However, I don't have a list, and the only thing I can do, let's go through Katrina. And Katrina, right now, let's have her pick the 5 top cute boys that Katrina feels that she would say, I like you too, if this cute boy said something to her. Her top 5 out today. They can be popular. They can be Luka Doncic, Kyle Irving. Oh, is pushing her.
Wait, what?
The commenters, the chat is trying to give you options.
Well, actually,
The options?
Kyle Irving, who you've made a judgment before, who plays for
Kyrie?
Dallas. Irving.
Kyrie Irving? Okay.
Yeah, you've made judgment on him before. He's in here, and he's telling you that he asked you about Luka Doncic. He's a big white guy from a different country. It's Luka, Luka Doncic. All right, before you guess, I'm going to say, no way in hell. Mary Jane.
Is that a basketball player?
It definitely is. As a matter of fact, I saw a video today on the Reels where he was interviewed, and he said, I am the best white player in the NBA.
Oh boy.
I think that's a good stage name for a basketball player, so we'll go yes.
You think she'll say yes? I say no fucking way.
I said it was a good stage name, so she can,
Okay, Katrina, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, this one's a fuck no.
Okay.
Okay,
Fuck no.
okay. I don't know who this is, so you might have to help me out with this. Connor McDavid. Who is Connor McDavid? Can you tell us who Connor McDavid is?
He's a hockey player
He's a
He
hockey
is a
player
hockey player.
for the Oilers.
for the Oilers. Thank you very much. And do you see who it is?
I do.
All right, let's go through. All right, first of all, the word hockey player says, no way does a hockey player touch this puss. So I say no. Mary Jane?
I will say yes.
All right, let's go to Katrina.
This might be the finest white dude that y'all have ever suggested.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. This guy could get it. Like,
Connor McDavid?
this guy could get it. Yeah.
Okay, I got to look that up. All right, how about Jason Tatum?
Hold on. I want to follow this one on Instagram first.
I don't blame you.
I couldn't have designed a better looking white dude.
I got to tell you, you'd make a good poker player because
Like Loki. This guy's kind of fire. Okay, who's the next one?
Would anyone like to do an over-under gamble on how many DMs she slides into of that guy that she just said she likes?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, wait. We've asked him before.
Yeah. Jason Tatum, I'm sure we've asked before too.
Let's see.
Tell me if you see him because I would like to vote if you haven't done this guy.
He's not in my recent searches, so I don't think I've done him before.
Okay, let's look at him and let's see what we have. I'm going to say no. Too skinny. Mary Jane?
I'm going yes, because the clock's only wrong twice a day.
The clock's only wrong twice a day.
There's some saying like that, yeah.
Can I say
Yeah.
this one's oh, we got okay. This one's a yes, by the way.
Oh,
Yay!
really?
Yeah.
Connor McDavid. Uh-oh. We might have to have
Here.
you. Hello,
Bonjour,
Hollywood
oui,
Harry.
oui.
Oui, oui, monsieur.
Oh,
Parlez français.
Parlez-vous français is right.
oui. Harry is here. Oui.
Where's your picture, though? Are you in the
I-
dark?
I'm in the dark. Sorry, it's 7 in the morning here, and I didn't go to bed till 4.
They don't have a sunshine there?
They do, but I can't get up. I'm going right back to bed after.
Okay, real quick. All right,
And close
let
my-
me get your things here.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the picks this week. This is for Saturday's LA Dodgers Cincinnati Reds game.
Oh boy, you would think it'd be the Dodgers, but they've been playing so well lately. I'll take the Reds.
Go with the Reds, okay. NBA, Boston Celtics, Indiana Pacers.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Don. The way the Pacers blew that game 1, you knew they'd lose game 2. But I'm not sold on Boston, and Indianapolis is 5-0 at home in the playoffs. I'm taking the Pacers.
You want to hear something funny?
Mm.
There's some hotshot kid who's 1-0 in his 5-star lock picks.
Wow.
He's making a 5-star lock pick. That's right. Jack is giving up 7.5 and taking the Celtics, and they're playing in Indianapolis. That's
Is
not
he
good.
really?
That's what he said. I even explained it to him.
Boy.
I stand by Jack making his own decisions.
Right, but he did. But I'm just going to tell you this. I think that his father will be very disappointed in the way he's gambling.
I'll tell you. I hear you. Is the Eastern Conference really going to be like a sweep? I don't know. I don't see it. They need the games. They need the TV money. Give me Indy.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, you're in Indianapolis.
Right.
Uh,
Add this in. They're 5-0 at home this year in the playoffs, and they have won those games, those 5 games, by an average of 15 points per game.
and they're getting 7.5.
Very interesting. It seems like it's too much on purpose.
Yeah, well, and if he does it, and this is a guy, I think he's just throwing it out there. He's trying to make money because last week Jack was 0-5 in his picks for the week. 0-5. And so I think it's all right. Let's go to the third game.
By the way, 0-5, Don. 0-5. It was interesting how he goes 0-5. We didn't hear too much from him during the week.
No, we didn't. I actually heard nothing.
I know.
All right, we've got a hockey game here. Edmonton Oilers, Dallas Stars.
And Harry, the Edmonton Oilers are not from the movie Slapshot. Nothing like it.
Which was filmed, a lot of it was filmed in upstate New York, by the way.
Was it really? Do you like
Yeah.
that movie?
Oh, of course.
I absolutely love it. And I think that at that point, 1975, without question, Paul Newman is one of the biggest movie stars in the world.
And the great thing is, it was the peak of domestic violence in filmmaking, and they kept it to a minimum in that movie.
Yeah, and like no one had really given hockey a thought for really any movies before.
It was a great film. All right.
Yeah.
Did you pick Edmonton? Who'd you go with? Edmonton?
Go with it was a tough game 1, and Edmonton pulled it out, but Jake Ottinger, the goalie for Dallas is better overall than the goalie for the Oilers. So I think Dallas bounces back at home and evens the series at 1. Give me Dallas.
Okay. Here's an interesting one.
Hey, who won tonight? The Rangers or the Panthers?
I don't know. I don't know the score yet.
Oh, Maggie, can you check, please? Pretty please?
One. It was.
Sure.
I went
All
to
right.
bed. I went to bed 3 hours ago. I didn't. It was 1-1 when I saw.
Minnesota T-Wolves, Dallas Mavericks.
Who won? Who won that game tonight? Who won game 2?
An exciting Dallas win. Luka,
No, they came back.
they came back and he hit a
Son of a-
ballsy drop back, step back throw, and it looked like he was. Who's that guy that started COVID in the NBA?
Oh, Gobert.
Gobert. It looked like he was screaming at him after he made it because they put him on to cover him for the last shot, and he made a 3, and they won by 1.
Oh
Pretty-
my god!
And Luka, man, oh man, that guy's fucking good. That guy's fucking great. That takes pretty big balls. And I mean, you got to watch the replay because the minute he made it, you see him yelling. He's looking ready to, like, yeah, fucking take that, Defensive Player of the Year.
wow,
So they did win. So who do you like in this game? They're down.
Jeez. Minnesota drops both at home to Dallas, who's the 5 seed. I'll tell you, I guess all the momentum in the world's with the Mavericks, and for that, with both series being 2-0, I got to go with the team down 2-0. You got to have more Minnesota.
Right, good reasoning. Final
By the
game.
way, can I add, Katrina? By the way, may I add, last week, you did go 3-2. Very impressive, Katrina.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Katrina has a surprise to show you.
Harry.
Yeah.
As a fellow cannabis user, I wanted to show you this joint that I'm smoking.
Wow, that's a jumbo one.
It is 4.2 grams. It's the Jeter Bob Marley joint. It comes
Oh
in
my!
a really cool case. It's supposed to look like a guitar.
That's
Has
great.
this, like, ceramic tip that looks like a spliff.
She was very upset when you weren't here because she said she had to show you that.
I love it. Thank you very much. I set my alarm for 6:35 here, and I couldn't get up until just now because I'm so exhausted. But
All right,
There's a time-
let me throw this, and then because I gotta share this with you.
yeah,
Last game: New York Rangers, Florida Panthers.
oh, did we get a winner? So I know who won game 2.
Yeah, the Rangers won 2-1 in overtime.
Wow, interesting. Ooh, thanks, old man. G. Ooh. I'm gonna go. Florida's not great at home. That's for sure. They're not great at home. They're a lot better team on the road, but I think the Rangers have been fortunate in some of these games in the playoffs. I'm gonna take Florida. I think they're the better team.
Okay, so we've got all your picks. Now, what we found out, because some guys online threw some names out there to Katrina
Oh.
Time out.
finding the prettiest boy, and one that came up, I had no idea, but a hockey player by the name of Connor McDavid was thrown in front of Katrina. And what were some of the quotes that Katrina said about Connor McDavid?
I said that this might be the finest white dude that y'all have ever suggested on this show.
Oh,
And that's including, now, does that include David Weinstein?
100%.
So you think this Connor
and by
McDavid
the way,
is...
and definitely Jeff Ross.
So I am guessing if you had the shot, let's say the circumstances, you're up at Bear Mountain. The only person that you know, some way everybody got lost. You're back at this camp. The only person you've ever seen before is Jeff Ross. So you hang out at his place. Then you fall asleep on the couch. You wake up. Jeff Ross is in nothing but his underwear.
Oh, ugh. Mm-mm. Let's not visualize these
Oh,
things.
Jeff Ross starts showing you his scalp so you can see that he doesn't have dandruff or any bugs. You don't take him up on that.
Because
Oh.
that sounds so irresistible the way you put it, like for sure.
I didn't mean to put it in a bad way.
I've got I did write down a couple names, Don. I do have a couple here for Katrina.
But
Okay.
Now this guy is an absolute idol of mine. Don, he was a guest on the show that you were on 4 or 5 days a week, depends on what's going on. The Jim Kimmel show. This guy was this guy's a Hall of Famer, and he was on the show recently, and he looks great in his gray hair. John Bon Jovi, my favorite artist of all time. What do you think of John Bon Jovi?
All right, hold on. I don't think that she'll say no because John Bon Jovi was an 80s star and she was born in 92. So she doesn't give a shit about anything.
Later, Don. Later, 6 years later.
98.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm gonna say she's gonna say yes because sometimes she's found some of the men that to go out and date with. She's found them attractive, and she's gonna say that he looks for he's got to be what's Bon Jovi? He's got to be. I think he's like 66.
I don't think he's that old. And I'll tell you
don't think-
this. No, I don't. And I'll tell you why I think there's no way she can say. Because right now, she's got that one white guy in her mind, Connor McDavid.
Oh, yeah,
And I don't think she can move anybody over to bring in. So, no,
Okay.
I say no. You say yes. You say yes, Mary Jane. What do you think?
Today's a yes day because the clock always rings once.
Okay, you can't fight that logic.
Don, your analysis, I think, was very good. Very good. But I still am going to say she says yes because she thinks he's chiseled out very good in his.
All right, well, let's find out from Old Man G. What do you think, Old Man G?
I'll say no.
Split right down the middle.
I just think he's a very handsome man. That's it. The answer yes.
Split right down the middle, just like she said. But she doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks about what her men look like. You know, we'd all think, oh God, Katrina looked good rubbing up against John Bon Jovi, smoking a little blunt together. But she doesn't give a shit about that. I still say no, but let's find out from Katrina. Do you think John Bon Jovi's a cute boy?
This one is a yes.
Woo! Legend. John Bon.
Really?
And why?
Yeah.
And what's the reason? Because he's gorgeous.
Yeah, he looks good. The Silver Fox thing works.
It does.
Fucking my Comedy Store bucket list, like Fort McCowan is on it just because the Silver Fox, he does it so well.
I love it. I've got a couple more if I continue here in the dark. Sorry, Mary.
You know what's funny? Because
Into
when
the
you
light
really
up.
think about it, he now is super attractive being a silver fox. But when he was young, he was the perfect looking rock star. with the perfect
Yeah.
fucking long hair. He's lived it all.
Mary
Harry, do
Jane.
you like my picture?
Mary Jane, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Did you in the 80s, 90s, whatever, the look that Don's saying, did you find John attractive?
Can I just tell you this? Since I've come into her life, she's told me this many times. She can't even think of another man being attractive at all. She has seen the greatest there ever was.
And it's him?
It's me.
I believe, Harry, I believe that I might have been a little bit young because he wasn't cycling on MTV as much as other.
But as the years have gone on, Mary Jane, and you've seen him still in the media and still his songs are played, and did you find him like an attractive man?
Not really. I mean,
See, I told you, she can't look past me.
Can't pass that?
What's that?
She can't pass you up.
All right, let's go to your next one for Katrina.
I don't think we've had this one before. We might have, like, for whatever. I saw him on a commercial, and I said we'll throw him down. He's been the host of many things. Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. Funny
Okay.
guy. Funny guy.
Ball. Apparently, it works for you too, Don.
What do you mean?
Being bald.
Hell yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, no doubt.
Hell yeah.
I
All right,
have
so Steve Harvey. I am going to say no. He's not thug enough. And she doesn't like that. And one thing about Katrina, she doesn't look like a lot of girls. Money's very important. Now Steve Harvey has lots of money, but I don't think that's important. And I don't think she'd like him. Harry, what do you think?
Look, I could go on, I could say many things, but I think you covered it, Don. That analysis is also very good, and I'm gonna go with no for the reasons why you said.
Okay, Mary Jane.
I'm going to say yes because clocks.
Yeah, and also she was smiling a lot there. Like either we hit it exactly on the head, or she's thinking these fucking white boys don't know what I'm into at all.
I've Don, what you just said, I've noticed that when we've gone over, if she's going to go on a date, would like to go on a date with a guy in the past shows, and when she smiles like that, you think that you got her pinned, and she goes the other way. So I don't know if that's the case. I don't know.
So when it comes to people that she finds attractive, she's somewhat tricky.
Very.
Okay, old man G, what do you think? Or do you have a question? Do you have a question, Katrina?
I just wanted to say on that point, usually when I smile a lot when y'all ask me one, it's like because that that person specifically like rings like an alarm in my brain, and like I think of a funny story or like whatever that has something to do with that person. So that's why I usually smile.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Old man G, do you have an answer?
I'll say sure.
You think she'll like Steve Harvey?
Not a lot, but sure.
Oof. All right, go ahead. Now we turn over to Katrina. Is Steve Harvey a boy she thinks is cute?
This one is yes.
Steve Harvey, really?
Yes, and I've actually pictured it several times.
Oh.
Like, I don't know, something about it just I like funny works for me. So yes, I do it. Like
Do you watch the Family Feud sometimes just because of him?
I mean, I love Family Feud. But like I just think he's so goofy.
See, I told you guys clocks.
Okay, do you have one? Do you have one more? Or
The
two
five
more?
of us should go on Family Feud, Don.
I watched the Game Show Network all the time. I would like to be on a show. There's a thing that Mario Lopez hosts. They have really, they don't really go after big stars as celebrity guests. And I'd love to be on a fucking game show. Go ahead,
Katrina has her hand
Katrina.
up.
By the way, are you friends with him, Don?
With who?
Mario.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, you know what? I'm getting my hair done on Sunday at Julie's Hair People Salon. I'll have her give him a call on your behalf.
Oh, because I'm a big fan of Mario Lopez.
Yes, Katrina.
We should go on Family Feud. Like,
Yeah.
the Pretty Girl show should go on Family Feud, because you know how they do the like celebrity Family Feud, but like the teams on it aren't really celebrities. They're just doing it for charity or whatever. Like, we could do that.
We could.
Like, we could go do Family Feud.
Oh, you know what? Our charity should be Gamblers Anonymous.
I think who would Mary I would vote for, you know, like the first person on Family Feuds, the head honcho, who gets to decide basically what's up. I
Who?
vote if we ever going on, the head honcho for us out of the five of us, who sits in the first seat is Mary Jane.
Thank you.
I say no way. I am
Thank
the lead. I am the leader. I would be
Oh.
in the first seat.
Oh, Mary Jane.
I know
Stick
he's
it
not
there.
too bright, Harry. He's not too bright.
I know exactly how the lineup would go.
Let's hear
Okay.
it.
Because the first one would be Dawn, because that's like always the biggest personality is up front.
Thank you.
And the second one I think would be Harry, because the second one on the list is usually the one that is like just always way off.
That damn Rutgers. I'll never live it down.
And
You see my picture, Harry?
and
I
then
think
it
we
would be like
video
Mary Jane.
stop-
Mary Jane would be
stop
third,
Mary.
because the third one is usually the one that's always coming up with the best answers. And then the two at the end would be me and Old Man G, which, because those are always the two that are probably tipsy or stoned, just there to have a good time.
And that's something to be proud about. You're a cannabis abuser.
Yeah.
Rutgers and
Harry,
Harry are bonded for eternity.
Harry,
Yeah.
will you be beheaded if you consume cannabis in France?
You know what? I might, but I'll tell you what. Everybody else around here, not no one smoking weed, but boy, everybody smokes cigarettes. Oh, so gross.
What,
But
don't they have hashish in them?
I don't know. I don't really like. I don't know. I didn't see any cops. So I mean, we're not in Paris. We're 6 hours south of France. Or we're 6 hours south of Paris. So we're not really near Paris. So I don't know. I don't know what the rules are here. I have another one.
Can I ask you real quick? All right, but can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why are you
Yeah.
guys in France?
Our buddy is here for our buddy is here
Oh, is he
for
getting
the
married?
summer because it's too hot in Arizona, so he's here for the summer. And I work for him, so I'm his assistant. So I'm over here for 10 days doing whatever and having a good time.
It's nothing. I gotta tell
Oh,
you
wait.
this.
Tonight we have Bruce Springsteen concert
When?
tonight.
Oh, Jesus.
I know.
Every time I think about that, I just remember looking at him, and it's like, fuck. I can't thank you guys enough for bringing me to that. That was so
That was
wonderful.
fun. We were on the field at Wrigley. On the field.
Yes. Same place.
We
where
walked through. We walked through the outfield and the dug and there was some scene.
in the outfield. That's where they had the Tigers got awarded a game. The White Sox had to forfeit a game to the Tigers. Why is that? if you can tell me this, and if you can tell me, like, who is the manager of the Tigers?
Well, you got to give me one hint. What was the year? Roughly. Oh,
Let me think just for a second. I'll get it. What, 70s, maybe 80s, maybe early 80s.
okay, so early 80s, the manager would have been Sparky Anderson,
You're exactly right. Who is it for the White Sox?
Tony La Russa.
You're exactly right. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
But
Why did they forfeit the game?
the reason I couldn't even, I don't know. I wouldn't. They definitely had to have enough players, but I'm gonna say they didn't have enough players.
What it was this. It was a double header, and in between the double header, Steve Dahl, the Chicago disc jockey, had an anti-disco thing where they blew up vinyl records, and the place went crazy, and they ruined the field, and so
Oh,
Sparky Anderson came out and we can't play on this, and they had to forfeit the second game.
wow.
Is that
Yeah.
interesting trivia?
That's a good one.
See, I do pretty well on some of that.
You're Don. You're very under. You're not Mary Jane. Don's very. He doesn't get the credit he's deserved, Mary Jane, for his sports knowledge.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that. If he paid more attention to his sports, then who's saying he's pretty, he'd be a lot further.
Who said I wasn't? Who said I wasn't pretty? I know Katrina always alludes to it.
Where's Jack? By the way, Jack on?
Jack was on earlier. Jack, are you still there? I don't think so.
Oh,
French
Jack
people.
made his picks.
I have another one here.
Okay.
Here's an interesting thing. Let me just read this, and then we'll go right to you. Okay, Harry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Tony La Russa got a DUA and said, "I'm a Hall of Famer, buddy." Okay, take it away, Hollywood, Harry.
DUI. I think he's like 82. I think he got one when it come out 5 to 6 years ago when he was like 73. He got a DUI. Okay, this guy's on TV every morning on ESPN. And he was an ex-player. I don't know if we've had him before, but I saw him too, and I'm wondering what Katrina would think. He's on ESPN. He was on Fox. A very good football player, Hall of Famer, Shannon Sharpe.
Oh, Shannon Sharpe played for the Green Bay Packers during his glory days. Did he play for another team? Oh, wait a minute, Denver, the tight end for Denver. That's his brother. Shannon was
brother.
Yeah.
Well, let's do both. Let's do Sterling Sharpe and Shannon Sharpe, a doubleheader. Speaking of doubleheaders, Don, I'm going to say she says yes. First off, it's a hell yes for Sterling Sharpe because she just finds him attractive and likes his earring. And Shannon Sharpe, she's going to say no because she's going to say he just doesn't look attractive.
You know, it's funny, but I dare Katrina to look at Shannon Sharpe and not look at his face and think he kind of looks like a horse. All right, go ahead.
Wow. Say that, but you said it for me.
I believe in all my heart. Sterling Sharpe. Sterling Sharpe, she will not. Well, wait, let's get this out there. I'm saying I don't think she'll like Sterling Sharpe because he's kind of out of it. Shannon Sharpe is a hipper looking dude, but I don't think she could get that image of her feeding him apples.
Wow.
So I say no to both of them. Mary Jane?
I am going to say no to Shannon because I believe that's already been done before, and yes to the other guy because the clock does things the clocks do.
Okay, we've got you. What did you say again, Hollywood Harry?
I said yes to Sterling, no to Shannon.
Okay, and how about you, Old Man G?
Yeah, to both.
Yeah, to both. Ooh, you're thinking
Whoa.
that the Sharp family, she likes that look.
Sure.
All right, let me ask you this. A little bit earlier on tonight, they had the Friday Night Fight Club on Simply Down the Twitch channel, and I noticed that Katrina was there, and you and Katrina played some games. How many games? Because the sound went out, and nobody would. It was like you didn't want me around.
No, I
So,
think did you touch the keyboard? Because
didn't
something
I don't think I
could,
did. But how did you guys do?
we won 1 out of 3.
1 out of 3?
Mhm.
Do you think if you had had a third player in Quinn that you would have won more than one?
Unclear.
Okay, so have we taken all the vote? Did you vote yet? Oh, yes, you did. All right, so now for the Sharp brothers, Sterling and the other one. What do you think there? Do you think they're cute boys?
Um, Shannon is no. Hell no. You couldn't have said it any better when you said he looks like a horse. um, I that was exactly what I was thinking. I was like, he has a horse face for sure. So he's a hell no, and the brother Sterling is also a hell no.
Whoa.
What? Why?
He's got like chubby face.
Ah.
He's just
But when he played football, he was sharp looking. He was in shape. Maybe he's gained weight now.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Do you have a year she should look up, Harry?
Well, that's okay. You know what's funny? We can go with that, but I got one other guy, what she would have thought of him, this guy in the 80s. How about this, Mary Jane? And this
Okay.
guy's back. But what about in the 80s? Bill Cosby.
But you got to go Bill Cosby in the 80s.
Bill Cosby, Cosby Show, Cosby.
Cosby Show, yeah.
You know what? There was a time, like in the 60s and 70s, Bill Cosby was like the most famous black celebrity there was.
Right.
He was at every big party. He was at the Playboy Mansion.
More than O.J. Simpson?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I would say this. O.J. Simpson, you know, I think that
He was more famous later.
well, he was like
A
considered
little.
yeah. I mean, he did something that made him real famous.
Oh my goodness. Are you okay, Katrina?
Have I only said yes to white men tonight?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think that could.
Oh,
This
why?
is
Why,
the
Katrina?
historic show.
Katrina, why you being so fucking racist, man?
I
Oh,
was
Yeah.
like, really? I've only said yes to 2 white dudes, right?
I believe
Yeah.
so.
Like blonde ass white dudes.
Fuck yeah. You know what's next? Mike Black.
No,
Oh, you're gonna lose your dog cred, Don.
I know, for real. He wants to get kicked out of the dog squad already, bro.
But
Bro, I don't want to be kicked out of the dog squad. I want to be one of your dogs.
but Mary Jane, even in the 80s, Bill Cosby during the Bill Cosby show, when Don's just making a point like he might have been the most popular.
But I would
comedian.
say in the late 60s, 70s, not as big maybe as he was when he had the Cosby Show in the 80s. But in the
Right.
60s, 70s, he was the hot comic. He was like at every big anything, and he was just gigantic.
No, knowing comics, Don, like you do, you think he was definitely gigantic, no doubt. But do you think he was, if you're gonna say black comedian, you think he was hot? Do you think he was higher up than Richard Pryor at the time in the late 70s, early 80s?
Well,
I know they're a little different in terms of comedy, but still.
because you see, Richard Pryor is looked upon as one of the greatest comics ever by comics and people like that, where Bill Cosby might have been more famous because he crossed a lot of lines. He did,
But-
during the early 70s, he did the Fat Albert cartoon show.
You're right.
Isn't Richard Pryor younger than Bill Cosby?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Richard Pryor had to define himself and or follow the example Bill Cosby set.
If you look at some of those old Tonight Show or some of Richard Pryor's first appearances on national TV, yes, he was straight. There was no, he became what he became because of the stuff he talked about. But at first, he was
Right.
just doing what he had to do to get on TV.
I'm gonna say Katrina says no straight up because she thinks Bill Cosby's hair was bad.
I think she says no because I'm starting to think that she's forgotten her roots and she's starting to like white guys a lot more. Mary Jane?
I'm going to say
Maybe-
yes because there's only one number on the clock of each number.
Mary Jane, maybe this joint has gotten Katrina all messed up.
I don't know. Who knows? Who would have thought a Bill Marley joint would make her choose the way she's
It's
choosing?
Bob Marley. Yes, Katrina.
I will say tonight there was also one that you had already asked me before that was a black guy that I said yes to, and I remembered you guys asked me him before because I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
I believe two.
Steve Harvey.
And you know what's funny about that is you're still like just shocked. God, am I starting to find white guys attractive?
Wait a minute, though. She's
And what-
saying she say yes to any white guys. Yet she said yes to, or no, only white guys. But she said yes to Harvey. So the joint is really
Oh, that is
affecting.
true. I did say yes to Steve Harvey too.
Yeah, the joint's really affecting you. It's really hitting you.
But look at all the guys that she said, and she like that hockey player. Then she went to Bon Jovi. She
Well, wait.
mentioned Mike Black a few times.
Oh, do you want to be removed from the dog squad? And Dawn, did
let
we
me
find
think
out
about
what her thoughts were Bill Cosby is? And then
Yeah.
I have a question.
Let me ask you this: I would like to know, what are your thoughts on Bill Cosby? And if not Bill Cosby, if Bill Cosby could step aside, David Weinstein took his place, would you like that trade?
Are we asking me my answer right now?
Yes.
Bill Cosby is a hell no. He always been ugly. Got his ugly ass, big ass nose, smushed
Oh, I
in
know.
his face. There's no way.
So you would do Mike Black before you do Bill Cosby?
I'm not saying that either.
I did.
Is
I
Weinstein?
have a question
had
for
a-
Hollywood Harry.
What's
Go
that?
ahead, Mary Jane.
Hollywood Harry, why
Yeah.
don't on theme tonight you ask her about Bob Marley, not the actor in the movie, but the original?
Sure. But cannabis may be the reason why she says yes, and I don't think Don would want any influencing going on a yes because of cannabis.
I'm going to tell you this. I think it's 100% cannabis. And what happens when Katrina smokes weed, what happens? She finds white guys attractive.
Crazy.
That's creepy.
Crazy, bro.
Come on, girl. All right.
I'm gonna say no to Bob Marley as well, though.
Don,
I'm not voting on this one.
Oman G,
We don't want to throw any 5-star locks out here. Like,
Okay, sure.
By the way, she was pointing that at you, Hollywood Harry.
I'm just saying, nobody did one tonight, bro.
I know. I thought that was funny, but she's getting the cannabis is getting Katrina a bit cocky tonight.
How?
I will say yes because yeah.
Hey, Katrina, do you have any social media to give out?
Am I not gonna give my answer?
I thought you did. Go
No,
ahead.
she didn't.
I didn't, but what did you think I said?
Who's it for? Oh, I said I'm not voting on that one.
Bob Marley. Who did she say? Which way did she say, Don? You weren't paying attention.
I know she
Go ahead,
didn't say.
guess.
She hasn't said yet. Bob
Go
Marley,
ahead,
yes or no? I'm not guessing.
This one's a hell yes.
Wow.
Oh, Katrina, man, let's smoke this.
I think he's so handsome. Like, I think he's so good looking. Like,
Thank you, man.
The hair is okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah, she likes that hair.
No, I have this one dude that I really like to work with when I do scenes because he looks a lot like Bob Marley.
Oh my!
Wait a minute. What do you mean scenes? What are you talking about?
What do you
When
mean?
I do my job.
She's an actress.
Actress, right? Yep,
She's an actress.
right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don, you're not the only pretty girl on the Pretty Girl Show. Come on.
That's him, the prettiest. So.
Oh, Harry, you missed the text segment.
Oh, what happened?
Don really was on fire at 2 a.m. making demands for the show.
Such
Don-
as
At literally 2 at almost 3 in the morning, Don goes, "Hey, I got a brilliant idea. Let's make it a part of the show where we all tell stories about what a pretty girl I am."
I have no problem with that.
These girls couldn't handle it because it's all about them.
Oh, because if me or Mary Jane sent that same text, you wouldn't be on our ass about it.
Yeah, because
Like,
that's
hey,
not
it's
that's
not all
how
about you.
people like me. People like me. You're all right looking. I'm not saying anything. Mary Jane, you're also all right looking. But they come
Okay,
to see
I've
me.
got a challenge, Katrina.
Mhm.
Let's say you and I go to that same place we had lunch at before. Remember, that was fun.
Mhm.
And we live stream.
Okay.
And we won't even cheat and use your Instagram. We'll use mine because I think you might have more followers. And Don can go to his favorite lunch place separate and go live at the same time. And we'll see. Old Man G can clock it. And we'll see who has more viewers.
I'll tell you. You think I'm afraid? I'm not. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people came up and really dug what I do.
I really like this idea. Specifically because if we get dressed up really nice and pretty, we might also get some bonus points by like hearing people tell us how pretty we are in the background of the live stream. We have to
Oh,
be like, "Oh my gosh, why thank you. I'm glad you noticed."
If that's what you need to feel good about yourself, go right ahead.
I think this is a great idea.
I think it's a fantastic idea too.
now, Old Man G, can you moderate 2 Instagrams at the same time to keep count?
I don't think you can have moderators on Instagram.
No, but can you watch both of them to see just
Oh,
count the
no.
number, clock the numbers?
No, I don't have. You can't watch it on PC, and no, I don't have two phones.
Oh,
Somebody else will have to watch one.
okay, okay.
I say we do it this weekend.
Okay.
You want to skip the movie?
I don't
You
want
want
to
to
skip.
skip your movie?
Maybe we go on Tuesday then.
Okay. Is Tuesday good?
Tuesday works.
Now, what we're
Okay.
trying to do, we'll get on. You know what? Maybe we go Instagram live. That way, we can keep them, and then if we needed to edit together, like showing how nobody's paying attention to you guys, and everybody's, hey, can I get a picture? Can I get an autograph? We could do that. Why, Don? You're so pretty. Yeah, I'd love to do that. So maybe we go Instagram.
Wow, I like the confidence, Don.
Let me tell you this. It'll be my chance to finally get even. Like I came up with a great idea for the show, but these girls are so insecure they can't even do anything. And but anyway, so is there hey, do you have any social media there, Katrina?
My Instagram, which you should tune in on Tuesday to, um, is at Katrina period Marie X.
Wait a second, but I thought Mary Jane said she'll do it on hers.
You know what? We can go three-way, but we'll be in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was gonna, yeah, Katrina, we could use yours. Absolutely, I'm okay with that.
I don't think it's
But
fair because she has a
yeah.
group of people that, oh, everybody, Katrina might show something. So, and they know that I'm not going to show anything. So people aren't going to tune in hoping that I show something.
Well,
Well,
I mean, I think me and Don might have closer to the same amount of followers. I probably have less than Don because I'm not even that active on my Instagram.
so I'm confused. I'm being disqualified because people think I'm pretty. That doesn't seem fair.
Okay, that wasn't what was said, Katrina.
Oh,
That
You
was
just said that
Ooh.
No, I did not
Oh,
say that. No, no,
oh,
no. At the
easy,
beginning of this, Mary Jane
easy.
said she would do it from hers because you have more automatic fans that would automatic. So to make it fair, Mary Jane and I have about the same amount of people, and we could go on there. And Mary Jane, oh, I'm Mary Jane. Oh, she's so sweet. Fuck
But
that shit.
I don't think it's fair that I should be disqualified because I
Not
just.
saying you're disqualified. I'm saying
You're saying if you can't win, then I can't.
yes. Thank you.
you know what? Wait a minute. Katrina, you're right. If we're all going to go on a bike ride and Don has to wear a helmet 24/7 anyways, then we should be polite and put on the helmet even though it would mess up our hair if we went
Okay,
on a
can I
bike ride.
just say this? A lot of people, I know that one of you said this. Hey, watch the show tonight. I'm working with that mentally retarded guy, Don. I'm not mentally retarded. Do you have any social media to give out, Hollywood Harry?
Yeah, but wow, that got heated there for a few seconds. That got kind of heated.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna. Hey, can I just say this? I've stood and been walked all over too many times now.
Wow.
Do you have any social media to give out?
I do. I do. I'm on FanDuel TV. And also Vision on from Las Vegas on Wednesdays. If you have that, I'm on with Michael Lombardi on the Lombardi line. And I'm also on Against All Odds with Cousin Sal twice a week on the Ringer Podcast Network.
Mary Jane.
Live from Paris, France. That's Hollywood Harry.
Yes.
Oui, monsieur.
We from Gay Paris.
I thought you said you were numerous miles away from Paris.
Well, I am, but I'm in
Suburbs.
somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? Get back to sleep. Thank you for coming on there.
I always want to make an appearance. I appreciate it. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you very much. And Don, I'll send you some clips from tonight.
Yay!
Wonderful. Thank you. Bye.
Take
Thank you. A with a circle, TheSmokingMaryJane, and that will be the Instagram used to compete me and Katrina versus Don Barris. Who's the prettier girl live streaming show?
You can get a hold of me at Simply Don1 on my Instagram. You can get Simply Don1 on my what are the other things, Mary Jane?
Everything is simply Don1 the number, except for Facebook and Cameo, which is Don Barris. And YouTube right now is A with the circle, SDTPN. And Katrina, I'm totally fine with you live streaming it on yours as well. We'll just figure out the echo.
Okay. A lot of changes after you agree to one thing. Then you
Okay,
do
Don,
another.
numbers
Go
will only
whatever you want.
calculate on mine.
No, whatever you want to do.
No,
However you
the
want to do
numbers
it.
are only calculate on mine.
If you want to shit on me, that's fine. Go right ahead.
You're taking your pretty girl lunch.
Shit on me all you want.
Are you going to bring your paparazzi Quinn? Or are you going to sit there all by yourself?
Maybe I should bring Quinn. Because if Quinn's taking pictures of me in the restaurant, people are going to wonder who I am and come over and want to talk to me. Yeah. All right, maybe I will bring Quinn.
Katrina, are you okay with me volunteering Quinn for Dawn instead of tagging along on our lunch?
That sounds fine to me.
Okay.
Hello. All right, but if what I'm really interested in, and this is what I need, I'm trying to set the world record. I'm over 2,000. Send me t-shirts, new, used, 2XL. Send it to me. If I already have the pattern, I can't use it again. So but send what you want. If you have a favorite band, send it to me. I'll wear it. Let's say you went to Chippewa Middle School and you've always wanted to relive those days of middle school. It's when you first started getting hair on your genitals and it was a fun time for you in life.
Dawn, can I help you?
What do you mean?
Send 2XLTs to Don Barris, 7190 West Sunset Boulevard, number 153, Los Angeles, California, 90046. What time do you have to be where tonight?
Let me just check. Everybody wait just a second because we're going to get going. Oh, I know.
Maybe while you check, do you want Omanji to do his social media?
Has he not done it yet?
No.
Then I would not only want him to, I would love it if he would do it.
Find me here on
Omanji?
YouTube. Find me here on Twitch at omanG_gaming and YouTube oman_G.
Yay! And very cool Fight Club tonight. Thank you.
Not a problem. Check us out next week, 9:30.
Can I just ask you a question? Are you or have you ever been a communist?
Who are you asking this to, Don?
Old man G.
And I
No.
believe the wording is a member of the Communist Party.
That's one way of doing it. I did it my way.
Yeah.
I'm in the
He
main
says
room.
no.
I'm in the main room.
And what time?
12:15.
Okay, so the time now is okay for you?
If it wasn't, I think I'd be freaking out a little, wouldn't I?
Just checking.
By
Thank
the
you.
way, can I say thank you to Mary Jane? We had a little problem with my bed, and Mary Jane has gone out of the way to help me out. And we've been doing it for 2 days now, and I'll tell you this. Yesterday, as far as helping, I got an A+ from Mary Jane. And
That was
today-
only for going to get a hammer and coming right back without getting distracted and putting 2 screwdrivers back in the box where they belong. That's all you got graded on. The rest was a D-.
Then today, I got another A plus for my
Nope,
help
you
today.
got an F, you got to fail, you got to go back 2 grades,
What did I do wrong today?
everything.
Name one thing.
Let's just say that I wish we could go back to you getting hit in the head with books sporadically throughout the night.
Start the ding dong.
Hey,
Start the
okay.
ding dong show. Well, I'll tell you this. What year? And I've seen people. Well, I'll tell you this.
Aren't we like almost a half hour past when we were supposed to end the show?
Hey, come on, man! Don't ruin my fucking high.
I just
All right. Well, let me say this. Thank you. You look very lovely today. Thank you for being funny. Thank you to Katrina. And I'm sorry you're so goddamn jealous of me.
I was funny tonight. Thank you.
I thought you were, yes.
That feels so good.
Oh, that's a copyright. I believe that's a copyright. I'm gonna warn you, and then old man G's gonna have to mute you. Do you want to get muted?
Let's fuck. I'll fuck anything that moves. What movie's that from, Katrina?
I don't know.
Blue Velvet.
You should absolutely see it. It's a very good movie, Katrina. David Lynch, Blue Velvet.
Okay.
You know what I should do again, Mary Jane? Remember when we used to watch movies with other people?
Oh, you mean on Discord?
I
Or-
think, whatever it was. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Okay, well,
I
listen.
guess
Let's
that's
say
kind of a
goodbye.
pandemic thing.
Let's say goodbye to Katrina. You did wonderful. We'll see you the next time. I wish I still am upset that I didn't meet your sister, but for now, old man
Thank
G,
you, old man G, best
thank
moderator
you.
in the business. Yay!
and thank you very much. We're out of here.
Thank you. Good night, Katrina.